Oh, man.
It's gonna be bad.
Where'd my gin and tonic go?
Yeah, this ends badly, trust us.
So tonight it's mostly
How many
tonic.
shots?
Already?
Already, Larry?
We used to start it with a shot.
We're guys at Games and Beer.
We did.
That's it. We gotta restart. That just did it. Hold on a second.
Damn it, Larry!
He does not. Rules do not apply to you because you can't have the cartridge.
Right, so talk whenever you like.
Yep.
Alright, so let's go ahead and start this.
All right. You ready?
Are you recording?
At 3, 2. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am
Good.
recording. Thank you very much. 3, 2, 1. Live from Racine, Wisconsin's fashionable north side, it's Guys, Games, and Beer!
Yeah!
That was a creeper intro right there. It's getting creepier.
So, Rob!
What's going on today?
What are we doing tonight, Rob?
Hey, we're talking to Mike from Retro Magazine.
Not new Mike.
And not new Mike.
No.
He's back there somewhere.
Hey
Hey,
guys.
hey, how's it going?
Going well, going well. I'm on my second beer. I burned one, while we all been talking and everything, and so I'm trying to catch up to you guys.
Ooh, that's
Good luck.
That is
Good
tough to
luck.
do.
That is
You
pretty
guys must
tough.
start like an hour or two earlier, maybe probably even earlier.
Oh, yeah, as soon as we're...
15 minutes
we
after
start
work.
drinking before we leave the office.
Nice.
That's true.
Okay, so...
I'm happy to be here. I'm glad you guys had us on.
Alright, so who is Mike with? Say it again, out louder.
Mike
Me?
is with Retro Magazine.
Thank you.
That's, by the way, Tom's job.
You see, I'm Captain Obvious. I have to ask these obvious questions. So
Dr. Enunciate.
yes, that too. So,
Can I pepper?
alright, so...
Do I get to start?
Yeah, you got the cartridge.
Yes! Hey, so
I still miss the shots.
how long ago... how long ago did you actually start?
The magazine?
Yep.
We started the magazine. Remember, we did the Kickstarter. We did the Kickstarter for it last fall. I think we started it in, I think it was October 5th. We were actually at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo the night before Kickstarter approved the campaign. So we actually ended up launching this thing in the, craziness of prepping for this expo the next morning. And in doing so, we made a bunch of mistakes, in the Kickstarter, which I can talk about later. But before we did the Kickstarter, I was approached by a listener of my podcast. We do the Retro Gaming Roundup show. And one of our listeners heard that I wanted to do a digital magazine and kind of add it to the network of sites that I started creating with the auction site Game Gavel. So he said, I hear we're wanting to do a digital magazine, but have you ever thought about doing a print magazine? And I thought, hell no. I mean, who the hell would ever think about doing a print magazine, right, in this day and age. So, but it turned out that he was already kind of a layout and design guru. He'd worked on tons of magazines already. And basically, when he said he could do that for us, at least it kind of pro bono to begin with, I thought, well, hell, let's do a print magazine, So that's kind of when it started. And I think that was maybe that might have been in late August. Or maybe early September. So it was only about a month, give or take, before we actually, got the Kickstarter up and running and contacted all these great writers. And
Dang, that's pretty quick.
Yeah,
it was really quick. It was really quick.
Go.
It went from a gleam in our eye, in September to a finished magazine in December. So
7 minutes later.
Just right in the tissue. Just
Yeah.
gleam in the eye, finish in the tissue.
Wow.
I love you, Ben.
Yep, I went there.
You went there.
That's my question.
Okay.
Newbat has a question.
Okay. What made you start your magazine? Like, did you not like any of the gaming magazines, or did they just not give enough information that you guys wanted, or what was your reason for making your own?
Well, initially, what I wanted to do, and for the last few years, I've been thinking of ways of adding content to the commerce that I've got with the marketplace. So kind of combining, this media and the marketplace kind of all in one unique site that doesn't really exist these days. And so, I originally, started bringing content online, and then it kind of spilled over into this magazine. And I don't know. I mean, I grew up, I don't know how old, some of you guys look like, I don't know, you might be, how old are some of you guys? Do you mind telling me? Are you low
40s?
40s. Okay. So you
50s.
grew up.
20s.
Yeah, with, yeah, but
20s.
Okay, well, he grew up with,
Teens.
obviously the EGM, the game fan, and video games and computer entertainment, probably even electronic games back in the early 80s,
Love that
So
one.
those were all just great magazines. I mean, they had some soul. They weren't these big corporate, run magazines. And so, we really wanted to create kind of an indie-style magazine that focused on these games that we all grew up with. But we wanted to do something a little bit different and also talk about new games that are coming out that are also retro-inspired. So we talk about the classics, the retro stuff, and we talk about the new games that are retro-inspired as well. So it's a great mix. There's lots of games that we're talking about in here that guys my age, if they weren't reading the magazine, probably wouldn't even know about. And games that, they'll kind of harken back to the early days that they remember. And so we're trying to kind of be the voice for those types of games and those indie developers who, might not get a front page, or a feature run story on them in Game Informer or any of the, EGM or official Xbox or PlayStation magazines. So we're trying to kind of be a voice for the indie developers and certainly anybody working on retro style titles, giving them, the front cover. Our first front cover was Mighty Number 9. I don't think they probably ever got another cover, since then. So, and our second cover, I don't know if you guys get the magazine or do one of you guys subscribe or have you guys been getting it?
I'm a subscriber.
Retro number 2 was the new River City Ransom that's coming out. Issue 3, which is going to print this week, has got Hyperlight Drifter, cover story on Hyperlight Drifter. So again, these are just kind of games that aren't going to get a lot of press anywhere else, at least in print. So we wanted to, kind of, add that to our bag of tricks as well. So it's, I think it's turning out pretty well,
Oh, I love
We
it.
hope.
What? Your print quality? Sorry, your print quality is really excellent. I mean, how did you get a printer to do that? I have not seen actual halfway decent paper in a couple years now. It's usually tissue paper.
Yeah, Mark Kaminsky, my partner, and creative director, he already has relationships with all these great, huge printers in the country. And, we really want to put out a magazine that, I mean, you remember the magazines back in the day, especially like Next Generation. I mean, the real thick stock covers and I mean, we want this magazine to be something that people will keep and hold and collect and not just read it and toss it, like a copy of, one of the today's normal, video game magazines.
I still have all my computes sitting up on shelves.
It's like a
a
hardy bathroom reader. It can take a month worth of reading.
I've read it in the bathroom.
And then it can come out of the bathroom
Nice.
and be put on a shelf where it should be, not next to the toilet.
I'm just happy that we have.
So, I have to ask.
sorry.
So you come out in two forms. You actually have the print, but you offer just a digital only subscription.
Yeah, it took us a while to kind of get that thing all polished up and presentable and working, but right now we offer it, the print subscription is the most popular still, which doesn't surprise us, although it surprises a lot of people, but I think, if you could take print or a digital copy, I think, wouldn't you rather have a print copy? I mean, come on.
Oh, heck yes. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
the
an old
online
school.
version is a downloadable PDF. We are watermarking it, and we've had a lot of, went through a lot of shit with that, but I think we got it to the point now where it's pretty unobtrusive and everything, and it's, we're trying to protect our retailers. It's just something, we had to do. I mean, we've all seen magazines, get dropped onto issue or dropped here or there, it goes all over the place, and we may make the back issues available for free. That's something we're talking about right now. We really want these to get into as many hands as possible, so it'll increase our subscribership. So I think, probably sooner or later you'll come across, links or promotions where we're giving away the back issues for free, digitally. But we are on iTunes and Amazon and Kindle and stuff like that. We haven't got into Google Play yet, but that's sort of the next thing. But yeah, I mean, print, digital, online. Everybody that gets a print subscription also gets the digital for free. So if you want to download it and not take the actual magazine with you on the plane or whatever, that's cool.
Or in the bathroom.
I guess
Yeah.
getting a fair amount of print advertisers as far as the print edition goes.
Well, I mean, we've only got like 4 or 5 pages of advertising. One of the things right now is we're at 68 pages, which is most magazines are around 100 pages, 98 to 102, something like that. And we do have plans on increasing the page count, certainly for year 2, I think. And actually, when we're talking about running a Kickstarter for year 2, we may increase the page count for that as well. So I mean, right now, like I said, 4 to 5 pages of advertising. We've had Ouya on there. I mean, we're selling the ads. We're trying to get some first-party ads. We're trying to give Nintendo a deal they can't refuse. And how cool would it be to get a nice back full-page cover, Nintendo ad or something. There's a guy that's making new Super NES games. He's got a lot of the Wisdom Tree titles and some of these other titles that were never released, and he's bringing them out in cartridge form and box form. And we're actually talking to him about inserting subscription cards in the boxes, like Nintendo used to do with Nintendo Power and stuff, and doing that as a promotion. But he's thinking about advertising, and again, how cool would that be to see a brand new SNES game, advertised on the back of it? So,
that would be slick.
Oh,
for
yeah.
me, I really like, and again, I'd sell probably ads to almost anybody, but we're really trying right now going after the people that we want in advertising on there. I mean, we got Wasteland 2 in there, Brian Fargo, and and we're trying to bring in retro kind of games, so the ads aren't just crap, that the ads are fun.
No.
Because, I mean, ads are fun to look at years down the road, right? I mean, that's one of the greatest things to look at in old magazines, I think, is the ads.
Oh yeah,
You
most definitely.
hated them back then, but now you just freaking love them.
That's it. It's so literally when we go out and do things like the Windows Gaming Classic and so on, we always bring like repos of all the old ads, because that's some of the coolest stuff you're going to find are all the advertisements for the games, the hardware, all that stuff that came out back then.
Hell, we run it in our
Or didn't
episodes.
come out.
Yeah.
Well, all of the advertising back today was ridiculous. You grab an old National Geographic, and it's just like, all right, here's a car from the 80s.
That's, what's that for the
Yeah.
Windows Gaming?
Has to do with
Come on,
advertising.
bring it back. Bring it back.
I'm bringing it to the advertising, jerk.
Here at G2B, we have had a traditional topic over all of our episodes of what have you been playing? And so is there anything you've been playing just for fun?
I still play a lot of this. I do a ColecoVision podcast now, so I've been dusting off a lot of the old ColecoVision games. I've been playing a game called Threshold, which is kind of like I don't know if you guys remember the Astro Blaster in the arcade or Mega Mania on the Atari 2600.
I used to
Somebody gets
actually have
Yes.
the Astro Blaster arcade machine. Remember, we
Yes,
hacked
you
that
did.
sucker.
That was how it turned into a main machine.
Yeah, we turned it into a
Yeah.
main machine.
Oh God, don't.
We left the markings.
Sorry, we're sorry.
No, it's okay because we left all the markings open because I love the Astro.
Yeah, we just
I love that, and I
literally
kept
just
the board.
bolted on a new controller so we didn't destroy it.
I got you.
In fact, it was
getting that ready for the podcast. I do a lot of my gaming, on my 3DS. It's just easy. I've been playing some of the BitBoy Arcade and a lot of the 3D Sega games that have been coming out. I hear they just are bringing out Run Out. I can't friggin' wait for that. They really need to bring out Power Drift, though. I will not forgive them if they don't bring out Power Drift. What else? God, I don't know. I work so much, too. I mean, I've got a real job in addition to all the stuff I'm doing on the side, so it's just been really, I just don't play games as much as I used to, so it's kind of a boring answer. But
Isn't that weird?
No. We know how that goes too.
Yeah, it kind of happens.
I've got a Ouya upstairs. I got a PS3 upstairs. I got a what else do I got? Oh, my Dreamcast is up there. My GameCube is up there. I just did pick up a new game for the Dreamcast. It was actually sent to us to review, and I haven't reviewed it yet. But it's a new kind of bullet hell shooter. Kind of done in a 16-bit style. It's freaking awesome. It's so cool. They're still bringing games out for these old systems.
Yeah. And I'm seeing that ramp up even more, which is even better. More and more old. It's something again we did at the last Midwest Gaming Classic is,
Oh, we did Flappy Birds on everything.
like Flappy Birds on every system. Timex Sinclair, Vectrex, Commodore 64. There are.
We voted and we determined that the Atari 2600 version
Was the hardest version.
meanest damn version of Flappy Bird
Birds.
ever made.
Really?
The most playable was the 64.
Yeah, the Commodore 64 version was the most playable version of Flappy Birds.
The Amiga version was really laggy. I thought it needed
Correct.
maybe AGA
It
or
was.
something.
The
Yeah.
Vectrex version was a good version, but
Yeah.
the Atari 2600 version of Flappy Birds is just the hardest game ever.
13, I think, was the highest. Wasn't it, or something?
18 or something.
It was some
Yeah, we had a
horrendously
contest
low
for it.
score.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, it is cool. We're big on retro systems. We own like everything amongst us.
Sure.
So it's great to see. I already subscribed.
Tom,
Well,
just
and, you know,
subscribe. One more subscriber right there.
Yeah.
The
I've been
Vectrex-
meaning to subscribe, but while I'm talking to you, I'm going to subscribe anyway.
No, wait
so-
a minute. Don't do it yet. If you guys if anybody wants to subscribe, use the promo code. We got
Oh, now you
promo
tell
codes.
me. Now you tell me. I just subscribed. Too
Well, I didn't
late.
get that far yet. I mean, come on.
Well, give the promo
I'll
code.
reimburse you, man. I'll reimburse. If you've already bought, I'll reimburse you. But it's what we're doing is Long Live Retro. I think it's dropping it from $33 a subscription to $25 maybe.
So,
And then
so
I Heart Retro is the other one. So
Okay.
anybody listening, those are sort of indefinite. I don't think we're ever going to kill those off. So even if you see us not mentioning those in the next year, we're always going to leave I Heart Retro and Long Live Retro up.
and
So
we will
tell your
reprint those
friends
in the
and-
show notes.
Yeah, put them in the show notes.
Is that the what's the subscription? 6 months, year?
It's so we do it's bi-monthly. So we're doing right now it's bi-monthly. We're doing 6 issues a year. So January, February of 2013 was our first issue. Actually, I think if you subscribe today, like you're doing, you'll get in with number 3. But if once we go to print, which may be tomorrow, well, it's gonna be before Friday. Then the cutoff, everybody that subscribes after that will start getting number 4. That's just kind of how it works, you know. So, but there's a chance that it's still maybe number 3 even on Thursday when you guys, when the show's live. So, if you're listening to this, I would certainly go and check. We'll put a note on the subscription page that'll let you know what issue you're starting with. And if we can, wow, I can see myself on the big screen there. But yeah, I love Long Live Retro. I think is the best code we got going now. So it'll knock, from 33, knock it down. It's $25, guys, for 6 issues of the coolest gaming magazine out there right now, delivered to your house.
And you get the PDF as well. So for that price, you're getting both the print and the digital edition. So you're good to go.
About a quarter of the price of Retro Gamer too, out of Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's out of Europe anyway, so who cares?
Yeah. Now our 3rd issue is going to be an RPG themed issue. We're going to try a themed issue. So
Nice.
hopefully people like RPGs. Actually, our 4th issue I think is going to be a platformer, and then we're going to get back to maybe 5 and 6 just kind of doing a normal kind of covering everything. But there's other things in addition to that, in not just RPG, because we cover arcade games and pinball, homebrew stuff, indie stuff. Also, stuff like the new Strider and the new, new games like that are pretty popular that are coming out. We're covering. So it's a great range of stuff. Some great interviews. We had a great interview with Richard Garriott here in number 3. The guy that brought out Ultima.
Yeah. I was in love with him for years. I almost didn't marry a woman. I actually almost went for Richard Garriott.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom,
We made our own Ultima ripoff on the Commodore 64.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What were you telling me you really liked?
About?
Their site.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, for those of you who have not yet friended them on Facebook, you really need to friend Retro Magazine as well, because just for their factoids, you really want to friend them, because, no, whoever does your factoids does an amazing job. Those are really cool. I mean, we're all really big game geeks here, but even I found myself going, holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, those are actually Martin Alessi, the guy that was at Middle School Gaming Classic, does the graphic work for those. But the factoids actually come from Leonard Herman and Michael Thomason.
Brilliant
they're
stuff.
both authors and stuff like that. So yeah, they're full of those things. They actually have an app. I can't remember what it's called, but if you probably wouldn't be too hard to find. It's a video game kind of trivia app that you can find that all of those are getting pulled from.
nice.
So, yeah, they're fun. There's some stuff in there I don't even know.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's like
Every once in a while. Yeah, you're right into
it's like,
something you
all of a
didn't
sudden it's like, oh crap, I didn't know that. I mean, and these are all games again that we came up with. So for us, this stuff really hits home.
Yeah. We're trying to cover all the bases. Doing that kind of. I think every day that 1 or 2 of those goes up on Facebook and there's a new website that we're using now called Faves List. I don't know if you guys have seen this. FAVSLIST.
No, I never heard of it.
FAVSLIST. Yeah, it was started by one of the first guys that was in game trailers. You got to check it out. It's a really cool site where, and I think our page is Faves List or Favs List. Well, it's Faves List. .com/read retro, I think, or no /retro magazine. And it's just another social network, but it lets you compile your own personal lists of top 10 this, top 10 that. There's a lot of video game stuff in there. It's a really cool site they're bringing up, and so we're starting to use that now.
Yeah, but I hate to say that Metallica is one of the faves lists on that, really? Gonna throw that out there,
Our
man.
top 10 favorite Metallica.
Yeah, No, it's pretty highly rated, Metallica.
This is why we generally don't let Tom use his laptop during the show.
No. It's my job.
Yeah, you're
to kinda
breaking
do
a
these things.
rule. You're not supposed to even have that.
I needed to subscribe to their magazine. Okay,
Yeah.
speaking of subscribing to your magazine, if somebody wants to subscribe, which website should they go to?
Right now it would be readretro.com/subscribe.
Yes.
And or if you just go to readretro.com, we got a magazine tab right at the top there, so you can click that and subscribe. It'll give you all the different options. It'll take you to the main subscription page where you can get the printer, the digital, or it'll take you to iTunes and Amazon where you can get it there. So it's pretty easy.
All right. So, again, that was readretro.com. We'll have a link in our show notes for that.
And it's already in Guys We Like.
Correct. You guys are on our website already anyways, but we'll add you in the show notes as well.
We gotta, scratch your back too, so.
Yeah, we like that,
Yeah.
Rob really likes having his back scratched. So
in a creepy way.
Reach around.
I did not say that.
What do you guys think of the contributor team that we got? Is there anybody else you'd like
Dude,
to see writing for the magazine?
I was
or is
totally just going to hit you up about Scene Baby.
Yeah.
How'd you land him? I got to hear. It has to be a story, because he's a strange guy.
I called him one day and just said I'm doing a magazine. This is what I did with all these guys. Like I didn't know all of them. I knew like a handful of these guys. I knew Chris Kohler a little bit, and I had talked to Jeremy Parrish a little bit before, and Sean I don't think I had talked with, but I kind of had this bullet list of people that I wanted to get, and so.
Does he still wear the mohawk?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
wow. Okay, that's.
No, he's awesome.
I know. I didn't say it wasn't awesome.
Yeah.
He's just been rocking that style for a while.
Yeah, he's one of my. He's probably one of my favorite video game writers, just because of his. He's just got that funny style.
Yeah, you either love him or hate him, But actually, I think he. I love his stuff. I love the humor, and I'm glad to have him in there. He kind of I think his column always is towards the back of our issue where we have like what we call the retro rants. That's where we're putting him and some of the other folks. But every one of these guys or gals that I reached out to, they're very excited to contribute. And in addition to them, we've had, probably. 50 to 100 other people that want to write.
Oh, really?
That come to us. It's insane. Yeah, every day we have people that want to write for the magazine, So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's Andy Eddy. For anybody that's a little bit older, he was the editor-in-chief of video games and computer entertainment back in the 80s, mid to late 80s, early 90s. Great magazine, one of my favorites, come from back in the day, and Sean Baby, Chris Kohler, of course, Jeremy Parrish, Kat Bailey, Alexandra Hall. She does all of our copy editing. She also writes too. She does the copy editing for official Xbox magazine. I think PlayStation magazine too. So she's pretty.
Oh,
busy.
so she actually still does all three?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's busy.
Yeah, but no, people just love working on this thing, and it's, then we got Brandon Justice. He came over from EGM and Game Fan, and he's our editorial director, and he's just, been kicking some major ass, and of course, again, Mark, our layout and design guy. Without him, none of this could happen, so, it's just like the planets aligned on this thing. It's just one of those magical moments where, somebody comes out to you and they say that they want to do this, and then that allows me to then go out and actually do it and then bring on this huge other great cast of characters to come in and write for the magazine. So you'll never find a magazine or a website, I don't think, with the writing talent that we've got, probably ever again. So it was really fun putting the team together. And we actually, if I get this thing big enough, I'd like to bring some of them on full time, get them writing on the website and everything else. So there's much bigger plans,
Yeah, I know how that goes. Oh wait,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you guys
you
actually
do-
have
yeah,
motivated
they have-
people.
they
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, they've got plans and motivated people. You have alcoholics and a camera, so it ain't gonna happen.
Our rant specialist called in sick.
So, yeah, exactly it. Thank you, exactly it. So, all right, so before the show started, I need to move your head just a little bit to one side or the other. So you are sitting by a bunch of retro gear right now. So, what do you got going on in the background
Space
there?
Invaders.
All right, so here, okay, I'll try to explain. So we got, I got two, just because I had this dead space up here. I used to have my Apple IIc sitting up here where the Mega Touch is, but now I got the Mega Touch up here. The Infinity Touch Master. The cool thing about the Infinity is a friend of mine used to work for Midway, and there's like a dozen prototype games on that thing that were never released ever on the system. I think it's probably one of the only ones that's got these games on it to this
Wow,
day.
okay,
So
that's cool. That's fun.
that's pretty cool. Commodore 64 is over here. I've been just going. The thing I've been collecting for most is the C64 these days. I'm trying to get every cartridge for that damn thing, and I've probably got 100 cartridges right now. I think I've got all the hard to find ones. I just love that. I got a crap load of discs for it, and it's set up. I always tell people, I mean, you got to get the shit out of your boxes.
Thank
And
you.
set it up, because otherwise you're never going to play it. So I used to have arcade games down here. Both walls were lined with games, and I just found myself not playing the arcade games as much, and so I've kind of pulled the games out, and I've started setting up my systems. And since they're out, I mean, I play them all the time. But before, when this thing was boxed up, I hadn't played it for years.
No, well, that's
So-
it. Again, once you have it out and set up so you can literally just go over, turn it on, and go, you're going to use it. All right, so wait a minute. I don't see which drive are you using on that one? 5041?
Yeah, it's sitting over there. Yep,
Okay.
Yep, it's over there.
All right,
And it's not a Commodore monitor. It's some offshoot brand monitor, I think, but some color monitor. It's the one that came with it. There was a dude that was selling this on Craigslist out here. He had like 300 games for it, like disc games, and he had like 4 or 5 giant manila folders just stuffed to the gills with photocopied instructions. Those are sitting up there. And then this TV, this is like the best TV in the world. Somebody at a condo complex just had this thing sitting behind the garage, and it just said, "Free, take it." So I was like, "Oh yeah, baby." I went over there, got my dolly, brought this thing over here, and this thing has got like 10 hookups on it. It's the most amazing game television. It's got like 3 of the threaded antennas on the back. It's got like 5 of the AV, and then one in the front. I mean, I got like 12 systems, 10 or 12 systems hooked up to that thing.
DLP,
It's
right?
insane.
It's an old DLP television, right?
Yeah, but the thing was like brand new.
Nice.
It's just a-
No.
it's a
I'm good with that.
42
They're
inch.
great for gaming.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the games look great on it. You can make the screen big or small or whatever, And then wrapping around, I've got just a couple shelves. We had a Staples go out of business, and I went in there and for like $5 bought this really nice metal cart, 3-shelf cart, that I got like 4 or 5 systems tucked away in that, and a whole crapload of Atari cartridges. Wrapping around, I've got a Missile Command cocktail over in the corner. I picked that up out here for like $150.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, games
Holy
growing
crap,
trees out here.
that's amazingly cheap. For a cocktail
Yeah, I
table?
get games. I have a friend in Washington, the guy I do my podcast with, they're in Virginia, Washington area, and he's just like, games just grow on trees in Southern California. And they do, man. It's just like, games are so
road
cheap
trip.
out here.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I'll bring a trailer out there for those prices, dude.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's insane. And then next to that, I've got a old 1969 Midway stunt pilot. Do you guys remember this?
I do not remember.
No,
that.
it's a projection. It's a projector. No, not a projector game. It's a mirror game.
It's a mechanical game.
with the
a
mirror
black
on the
light,
back,
4
right?
5 3 man, and yeah, the thing looks like it's 10 feet deep.
Well,
Yeah.
like the old skeet shoot games, right?
Yeah, but different. You have like a
different
mechanical
point.
plane. You flew around the. It's like a biplane. You fly around in a
Yeah, you
circle.
fly under the
Get the hell
arch.
out.
And
Dude, no, it's amazing. I know which game he's talking about. That frickin'. You got one of those?
Yeah.
Functioning?
Yeah. Here, let me.
Yeah, you got pan over to that dude. That's
Let
really.
me, I gotta walk over there.
That is a sweet piece
The
of
rest
kit.
of my basement here is a friggin' mess because I got boxes of magazines all over the place.
This is
So
video
let me get a
gamer
light.
porn right here.
Yeah, you're doing video gamer porn. We're good with this.
Let me get a light on here. I gotta crack
I
my
gotta
garage
see this
door.
because that is really awesome.
So.
See,
Alright, hold on.
I love the old mechanical machines. There's a beauty that is just unbelievable in those.
Can you guys see that thing?
I sure the heck can. Oh my God, that is.
Get out.
Dude, that's in beautiful condition.
Oh yeah, this is the only game I ever shipped in. This thing came in from like Wisconsin or something.
We're in
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
somewhere right by you guys.
It looks
was the only
frickin'
game I ever
mint.
shipped in. It's the only one. I got this like 6 years ago, and it's the only one I've seen since.
Dude, it looks mint.
But yeah, the thing has worked like ever since. I turn it on, but I just don't think you
No.
would get the effect.
You wouldn't because of the backlighting and again that mirror, that trick they do with the mirror. But wow, that is
an Apple.
sweet condition.
There's my Apple IIc.
Yay! Oh, you-
Sadly, on top of my Missile Command cocktails buried in like posters and video. And I love retro bumper stickers and stuff like that. Then I got the Super Moon Cresta over here.
I still have one of those in my garage.
What?
Mooncresta.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I got a garage full of arcade games.
And then the arcade PC main cabinet there. So
Nice.
yeah, so that's it. Well, then over here, We've got all the Atari box games.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Handhelds there.
Oh, dude, this is Frogger.
Yep.
Yep.
I love that.
There's
Donkey
the
Kong.
Mattel. God, what are those helicopters? What was those things called?
Didn't that come with a board?
The vertibirds.
Yeah, and then you had the little things you could pick up. And
Yeah,
shit.
you could pick up people and rescue them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, this is nerd porn.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Guys, I even have a pet rock.
Oh.
There it is.
Wow.
Right? That was fresh from the swaps.
Oh man.
Original 1975. And he's still in there? Sleeping? Still in there?
Wow.
You assume?
Babysitter.
You assume sleeping?
Keeps me company in the office.
Nice.
You just let a
So anyway,
12-year-old
it's kind
take
of a
your
wreck down here.
beer.
Usually, I used to have black carpet
13.
and stuff down here, but then I had a washing machine up chuck and flood my garage, and ever since then have not done that. But anyway, that was the
was
room
nice.
tour.
That was a really good nerd tour. Thank you.
Yeah.
Beer?
But yeah, I hope to actually have an office one day. Hopefully.
yeah, dream on, dude. You got that many machines, you're never gonna have an office. You'll just always have machines.
Well, no, the plan is to have the corporate headquarters somewhere out here in Orange County, and then I want to have an arcade in the office. But full, the black light, the fan, the over fans, the friggin' snack bar, the pizza, the popcorn, the soda fountain, all of that.
Call it Flynn's.
So that's the plan, right? That's the dream.
All right.
Turn it into
That is a dream.
Turn your passion into a dream. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I've been trying to do since my whole life.
Well,
so.
evidently you're not doing too bad because you've got all that stuff around you right now, so you're definitely on the track. So I'm going to ask one more time: if people want to subscribe to the magazine, which website should they go to?
To readretro.com/subscribe.
All right, and we will again have that in our show notes. Your Facebook page is
Read Retro.
right. So just
And Twitter is Read Retro.
Facebook.com/readretro.
Yep, you got it.
The heck are we setting off now?
And we have set off Larry.
Larry, you're going off.
I know.
Oh, whoa, wait, Larry's got a pager. Dude, he's got a pager.
Retro.
No, wait a minute. Larry's got a pager.
No way.
Like, serious, like
How
a
would
pager.
that even work anymore?
He's got a
You know
pager.
what?
Are you
Hey,
still taking
wait,
drugs?
can I see that?
Wait, no.
Wait. Larry, do
gotta
you
go
want
to
a
work
lap dance?
now.
I'm half price. Wow. Nice.
All right.
Check if it's high first.
All right. So,
Let me tell you. I do want to cover one more thing real quick, and I'm basically gonna blow the second segment with it because I do kind of want to talk about.
talk about it.
I want to talk about Game Gavel real quick,
All right.
Yeah.
if I can get away with it.
Well, you can get away with anything you
All right.
want.
I want to now. Did this start with the Big Game Hunter YouTube station, which is how I actually ran into you the first time?
Oh, really? Well, no, I don't know what came first, actually. I was on a podcast with Shane Monroe, which I don't know if you probably listened to Retro Gaming Radio way back when, maybe?
I did not.
Maybe
No?
a little bit. I've listened to most people's podcasts once or twice.
Well, he
but-
was sort of like the first guy. I mean, he was doing podcasts before they were even called podcasts. I don't know if some of those shows are still out there, but he had some amazing interviews, with a lot of legendary game developers and programmers and stuff like that. But so I started on there with a segment called Chase the Chuck Wagon. And actually, Game Gavel was originally called Chase the Chuck Wagon when I started it in 2008. Basically, it was named after, what was at one point kind of the holy grail of video games. It used to be this monster expensive card, like back in the late 90s, early 2000. And then they found out that a lot more of them, made it out into the world than what was thought. So prices, dropped
It was
down.
disillusioning, wasn't it?
Yeah. But anyway, it was a cool name for, I thought, an auction site where, people are going to come on and look for these treasures and call it Chase the Chuck Wagon. But a lot of people that never heard of that game were like, what the hell is Chase the Chuck Wagon mean? So, but anyway, so I started doing the segment on the podcast was called Chase the Chuck Wagon, and then that's what turned into Big Game Hunter.
Oh, okay.
And I started using the 3D glasses, or the glass. Now the glasses, I don't know if you guys know who Pete Dorr is, but Pete's the one I know, and he's like, man, you got to put on there's these new videotaping sunglasses. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. You got to get these things and just do that. And so I said, yeah, that sounds like a really cool idea. So, the video quality and the sound quality was never that good, but it was still kind of fun. And so that's kind of when I went from I used to do that on a podcast where it was just audio, where I'd go to the vendors and negotiate, try to get really cheap prices and stuff, and then I graduated to the glasses, and that was when it, I think, became Big Game Hunter, when I did the glasses. And I haven't done one of those. I'm sorry God. It's been a long time. I used to go to the swaps every weekend. Now I go maybe once a month. I just don't have the time.
I've been so addicted to that because we have a couple of local ones, and you always find better crap than we find.
Yeah. Did you see that one where I was picking up like Panzer Dragoon Saga for $5?
Yeah, what the heck?
Dude, that was insane. That was all real. That was all absolutely real. Wow. The guy had, it was like, I picked up like 15 Saturn, let's see. Yeah, Saturn games. Everything was $5, and these things were all like brand new. I picked up like Michael Jackson's Moonwalker box, and I really got a weird box. I've had people look at that Moonwalker box and say they've never seen this box. Like, Michael Jackson is twice as big. It's bizarre. And it's like, actually people have said that it's some rare, super rare box, but that's the one I picked that up there for $5.
How many fakes did you get on that?
Fake!
Oh, YouTube.
I didn't get any, but I had people just were pissed. They're like I took the guy, I'm like, right? I gave him, that's what he was asking for them. I don't even think I dickered him down. I'm like, okay, $5. I mean, you go, it's a swap meet. Nobody dickers. Why should I be any different? Because I know what he has? That's not right.
I think that a lot of people don't understand how many times you lose your ass on stuff that you take a risk on. Right. I've got an Atari 5200 sitting in the back room that runs for about 20 minutes before it dies. It's in the box. I was like, oh, it's an Atari 5200. It's a beautiful box. And it's beautiful, but damn that thing, it will not last more than 20 minutes before it freezes up.
No, but yeah, I mean, the swaps out here in Southern California are insane. It's like the arcade games. I mean, I picked up, there's been, a friend of mine picked up a Capcom NES prototype. There was an unreleased prototype. I can't remember what it was. But like a dumbass, he put it on eBay for like $600, buy it now. And it's sold like in 10 seconds. And he's just like, what the hell happened? He goes, and I'm like, dude, that thing probably would have went for $5-10 grand, you idiot. It was an unreleased Capcom prototype. You paid $1 for it. And it was one weekend where I didn't go.
Every weekend you don't go. You ever notice that? Every weekend you don't go.
Okay, but let's get back down to Gavel.
Game Gavel.
Yeah, Game Gavel.
Game Gavel.
Yeah. So then, I don't know,
But Rob, he's always up on this stuff, but I'm not always up on this stuff.
He's in the 80s.
What is Game Gavel?
So Game Gavel is just like eBay, but it's just dedicated games. It's a site I started back in 2008. I've not had a lot of money to grow and market the site. I mean, that's sort of, I had enough to start it. I've kept it free and clear. It doesn't cost me a lot every year to run. And so it just sort of grows kind of just slowly. We add maybe around 100 to 150 new people a month to the site. We've got maybe around 11,000 members. It's sold, I think right now we're right around $500,000, in the 5 or 6 years that it's been around. And we're going over 1 million listings, I think, right now. So it's, it's out there. It's free listings. Free branded seller storefronts if you're a business or just a seller, you want to put your picture of your collection. I mean, you get your own store page like you would on eBay. We take 5% commission versus eBay's 10 or Amazon's 15 or 17%.
Yeah,
so what I've tried to do is just give gamers a better place to buy and sell. I just need to bring the traffic, but we've had a lot of rare stuff sell on there. We had Atari Air Raid sell for 33 grand on there.
Wow.
That got picked up, by IGN and all these other sites, and we had bazillions of people come, and we sold, I don't know if you guys remember that story of that lady who picked up stadium events in a Goodwill back in Pennsylvania, like half a year ago or whatever.
Yeah.
She listed that on here. I think it went for about 18 grand. So we've had some really, really great auctions out here or on Game Gavel.
You guys helped out Video Game Rescue, as I recall, too, recently.
Yeah,
they
recently.
did.
Yeah.
They're friends of ours, too, so.
Yeah, that was a sad deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's just a great. I think it's a great place for. I used eBay since '97. And in 2008, I just was like, it's just getting so damn expensive. And I said, screw it, I'm just going to make my own site. And if anything, I'm just going to sell the stuff that I find at the swap meets there and just sort of making my own thing. And then, people started signing up, and it got bigger, and it got bigger, and it got bigger. And right now, Game Gavel is the only dedicated gaming auction site in the world. I mean, there's been a few others come and go and try it and just never get it anywhere near as far along as I've got it. So yeah, I mean, there's no risk to try it, guys. So I mean, if you got something you want to sell,
Right.
and you're tired of eBay or Amazon or dealing with weirdos on Craigslist,
See, and the nice thing is everything's categorized.
Yeah.
Everything's categorized by system. Again, these are people who generally people who are selling on Game Gavel know what they're talking about. So when
Yeah.
they say something is in collector condition, it's in collector condition. If they say it's in good condition, it's in good condition. Not like on eBay where if somebody says, "Oh, it's in good condition," and you get it, and it's like, "Holy fuck, what'd you
Yeah.
do to this thing?"
you know, it used to be on eBay you get great deals, right? People
Yeah,
would
not
list
anymore.
stuff they wouldn't know what it is. Now that those days are gone, you know. And I think people sometimes still go to eBay because they think they're just going to find a great deal on something.
No.
You know, like the parents are selling it, but generally people know what they have these days, so it doesn't matter, you know, where you're doing your buying and selling. Most of the sellers are going to be educated. They're going to, you know, price their stuff accordingly. Now, we do have people on Game Gavel that overprice their stuff, you know, just like on eBay, right?
Right,
It
yeah.
drives me
Yeah.
nuts, you know, but I'm
Yeah.
not, you know, I can't really police that. I can't say, hey, you know, your stuff's way too high. People
It just
can,
doesn't
you know,
sell. I
Right,
mean, you
and
know.
that's it.
Yeah,
They don't sell it
just
at that
doesn't
point.
sell, you know, and that's the thing. You know, I'll have people come to Game Gavel and they'll bring 2 listings on, and you know they'll try to get like $20 for Super Mario 3 cartridge only, and it won't sell. And then we'll say your site sucks because my cartridge didn't sell. I'm like, well, you were asking $20 for it. There's like 2,000 of them on eBay for $5. So
Okay,
it's
but
not
right-
gonna matter where you sell it. So a lot of times we get, you know, people I think come over and they try it. 9 times out of 10 they overprice their stuff. If you come to Game Gavel, I mean, we're getting 20, 30,000 unique visitors. They're all gamers. If you come there and you price your shit like accordingly, like you know what it should sell for, I would say you're gonna have great luck over there. If you overprice it, it's not gonna sell there. It's not gonna sell on eBay these days. I mean, stuff goes unsold on eBay all the time, right? Look at all that stuff that just flies off unsold and it gets relisted. You know, so,
Again
I mean,
and again and
Can
again.
you get some
and
good
again.
deals on Game Gavel?
Yeah, you can. Because right now,
yeah,
right
that's
now,
the other thing. People think that, you know, because it's all gamers, you're not going to get any good deals. We've got a guy. Here's I tell you what, we got a guy on there right now, Famicom Vink, and we're going to feature him in issue 3 or issue 3. We always feature one of our sellers in Retro Magazine. He's an English teacher over in Japan, but he's got this just monster Japanese, you know, Famicom, Super Famicom, and well, just total big import collection for us. He's listing tons and tons of import stuff, and his shipping to the States is like he was in the States. I don't know how he does it. It's the cheapest import stuff you're going to find. He's got like 300 or 400 or 500 auctions running.
Wow.
Just for example, he just sold, you know, like this the Super Famicom version of Chrono Trigger. It was a buy it now of $2.99.
No.
So I mean, you know, you
Jesus
can get
Christ.
some of these import games for a
Wow.
lot less, you know, than the U.S. versions, and they're probably in English too. If you've got a converter or, you know, even a Retron, you know, 4 or 5 or whatever, or that.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, exactly.
I'm a big old
Yeah,
hack
so,
cartridge
dude,
buyer.
you totally need to go on Game Gavel and he's a great seller. He's built up like 50 feedbacks like in the last like 2 months that he's used the site. But if you're looking for import stuff, I mean, that's great. The other thing too is you can list homebrew stuff and you know, that kind of stuff that eBay kind of doesn't let you list. I mean, you can list repros and stuff as long as you tell people they're repros.
We
you can put that
have.
stuff on Game Gavel too.
Yeah,
We have a prototype.
we
Oh
are.
yeah, what do you have?
Yeah, what do we got? What do we got? We've got something fabulous.
Yeah, we haven't listed those yet anywhere.
We haven't listed these anywhere yet.
But this is a prototype, actually.
That is a prototype of our Vectrex controller.
Oh.
It's actually
an
uses
arcade
uses
quality.
half
Oh,
controllers.
wait, you said it's yours. Whose is it?
This
This one's mine, but we all have them. We built.
we built.
Oh, you built them.
We designed
Oh,
a
cool.
Vectrex controller.
Yeah, we
awesome.
we prototype stuff every once in
Yeah,
a while. We
yeah.
have a project thing that goes on every once in a while where we build something stupid.
So yeah, we got this will actually
Looking forward
be
to another one of those.
this will actually
I
be
do have another one of these.
these will actually be labeled the Guys, Games, and Beer Vectrex controllers because it was kind of when we were drinking one night. We said these little Vectrex controllers suck. So as we're drinking, it's
Let's
like
just make one.
no, exactly. Thank you.
Go out in the garage and see what we got.
the advantage of having a lot of resources. So no, but getting back down to the Game Gavel site. Okay, I'm watching right now. For all my Vectrex friends, there is one of the Vectrex kiosks, the store kiosks, $250 for
It's a repro. It's a repro, but that's Rick63. He's a big collector in the Northwest.
It's beautiful.
Rick White's.
Now wait a minute, reproduction. That's a reproduction though.
That's a reproduction, yeah.
It's a beautiful reproduction.
Yeah,
Who
they only
did
made
that?
like 10 of them though. But yeah, it's yeah.
Wow, those are amazing.
Well,
That's
considering
actually,
the
You'll spend
originals.
you'll spend $1,000 or more. For
yeah,
them.
so he only wants $250 on it, which is not bad. I'm kind of keeping an eye on that right now, actually. It ends in 23 hours, so I got some time yet.
He'll relist it. That thing's been. Nobody's bought that thing.
I don't understand why. It's beautiful.
Look good in the basement.
I don't have room for it though. You do. I don't have room for it, so you should pick it up. So yeah, we've been watching a whole bunch of stuff on your site, but we're Vectrex is our latest.
Yeah, we've
session.
been really big on Vectrex lately.
Yeah.
Have you been? Have you bought any of the new Vectrex stuff? Like,
Oh hell yes! All the dude, the new 3D out of oh come on, Vectronics. I'm sorry, Medtronics.
Here,
Have you-
I'll point
have
it
you
towards
seen-
you, and then
Have you seen his new 3D?
that's a 72 in 1.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a 72 in 1.
The Sean, yeah.
That's not the
Not-
Sean
not
Kelly
Sean
one. No.
Kelly.
No, that's not the Sean Kelly one.
Yeah.
So, but Sean Kelly's, you can't get those anymore. Well, you can, but he doesn't make them right
Sometimes.
now. Sometimes.
We've also got the one that you make yourself.
Yeah, the now that's the new one out of oh god, who's that?
Italy.
No, that's not of Italy.
Or Spain.
That's out of Spain.
Spain.
So
Did
You gotta
guys
get all
pick
your
up the,
Vectrex stuff out of Europe.
Did you guys picked up Vector Pilot?
No, but I've been thinking about buying that one. If
It's still for sale, man. I mean, it was a bargain. It was like $50 shipped over from the Netherlands or wherever this guy was.
did it include an overlay?
Yeah,
Yes.
he actually had 3
For
different
50
overlays
bucks?
to choose
Yeah.
from. Yeah, that was
Wow.
shit.
It's a cartridge overlay.
And it's every
everything.
bit as good as Time Pilot, man. It's phenomenal. It's a beautiful.
Right, so we gotta order that next, all right? So
yeah, Vector Pilot. If you still
Yeah.
got them, I would,
And I hear Moon Patrol is
insane.
going to be really good.
which one?
Moon Patrol is supposed to come
Exactly.
out
Oh, really?
shortly. Yes,
Better than
No,
the
I think
Atari
they're-
version of
and
it.
I think it's the same guy who did Time Pilot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, Warrior, if you guys remember the old Cinematronics, like top down.
oh
you know-
yeah. So when is he gonna release that again?
God, I have not a
I
clue.
want
haven't even
that.
got mine yet.
I
ordered it
want
like
that.
2 years ago.
I know, literally. So we've been looking for that cartridge. I would pay a couple hundred, no problem. I wouldn't even blink an eye about dropping 200 on that cartridge.
Well, I prepaid it, and I mean.
oh, you got one on order? Don't ask him.
Yeah,
to.
I've had it on order
Yeah.
for
Don't ask him about it, okay? You know what happens if you ask
Oh, he
him,
gets
right?
really pissed. He really does.
He
But it's
does.
like, dude, it's been 3 years.
No, he
And
literally.
he's always advertising other games for sale. It's like,
Thank
dude,
you.
maybe
He's literally
Shut
gone. I'll
Warrior,
refund your money,
come on.
or yeah, no, yeah, don't ask him, dude. Don't
No
ask
soup
him.
for
Trust
you.
me. Yeah, no soup for you. Do not ask him about
I'm gonna
that.
ask him tonight.
No.
You will set your shit on fire, man.
Jeez.
No, the Vectrex market's very funny that way. People are. It's just a very.
nicest as a group. As an aggregate group,
as
I
an
think they're
aggregate,
really nice.
as an aggregate. But
There's
are,
a couple
there
standouts
are
there,
a few
yeah.
personalities in the market who make life interesting.
They're artists, damn it.
They're artists. That's right. Don't talk to them. They're artists. So, all right. So, more about anything else you want to say about Game Gavel? Besides, people, if you haven't
come
checked out
on.
Game
I mean,
Gavel,
it's
go
free.
there.
There's no risk. Sign up.
It's freaking awesome.
I mean, list something, throw it on your Facebook page. You got to promote your auctions these days.
Well,
it doesn't matter if you're on eBay or whatever. You got to promote your stuff in the forums and everything else. So,
Right. Here's our problem.
you
We
know.
don't sell anything. Once we own it, we can never get
Yeah.
rid of it.
Less
Yeah.
than damn well broke.
We don't. Rob on the other hand.
Yeah. Well, Larry and me are what we call end users. Once Larry or I acquire something, that's as far as it's going. It will never leave our collection.
Hey, wait.
Yeah,
So that's not fair.
Yes, it is.
I sell it, and
you
then 6
resell
months
shit.
later, I buy it again. At double the price.
That's true. You do actually.
I do some of my best shopping with myself. It's weird. I do a big raffle. We have an arcade party out here called SC3 like twice a year, and I always hold a raffle where essentially it's my house cleaning where I'll bring like 100 items. I mean, it's just all sorts of great stuff. And it's $1 a ticket, and you pick your prize. And I've given away Vectrixes and prototypes, and it's a bucket ticket. And but I'll like be setting stuff out on the table and pulling shit out of my bag, and I'll pull something out and I'm like, I don't remember ever finding this or having it. And then it goes right back in my bag. I just did it like a week ago or 2 weeks ago when they had one. I think I picked like 3 things out of my bag and I kept them. I was like, jeez.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So,
But then 3 weeks
thinking-
later, I say, why did I sell that? And I want it back.
Thinking
Hey, are
of
any of you
lightning
guys
speed.
Atari like 8-bit guys?
Oh hell yes!
Yeah, right down here's the 7800.
I got my 26 and my 78 at home.
I got
Well, what about on the computer side?
No, I got a 520. So I went with the 8-bit route.
Commodore.
I picked up a touch screen, or one of the guys there just gave me like an Atari 400, 800, whatever touch screen. And
What?
This thing looks just like it. Here, let me get it.
Oh, yeah, I can see this. What the hell is this?
I had a 400. I didn't have a touch screen.
No, but I don't remember a touchscreen anything.
And
I didn't know this was a
seen one of
show and
these
tell
things before.
episode.
But I mean, the thing has got like
What
it's
the hell
got,
is
like,
that?
buttons up here, and it's got a touch screen here. It's called a touch tablet. Maybe it was like
What?
a drawing program or something.
Yeah, it must have been it looks like a drawing tablet.
But it's got buttons up here. I was wondering if you could play like Centipede with this thing, or
that'd be
Missile
kinda cool.
Command or something.
I had never seen that
It's got
controller.
the normal, 9-pin connector.
Yeah.
You know, I'd never seen one either, but somebody just gave it to me for free. So
Nice.
cool.
It's the best pickup.
It's like a huge koala pad.
It does look like
Yeah.
a koala pad actually.
Hey, I mean, there was some, back in the day, there was some, like, a lot of the stuff that you would buy back then, it's like coming out now, or it's like, it's like, I tell people that you used to be able to play games. Remember, like, the game line, like, over your phone back then? And people are like, really? On the internet? It's like, no, the internet didn't
No,
exist.
no,
This
you
was like,
you
those
called your
phone
buddy.
lines. And,
Yeah.
and it's like, telling, like, young guys now that, about modems and stuff, it just, like, they just think everything was the internet or something.
We both had BBSs back in the day.
Oh, did you?
That's how we met. Yeah, he was Under the Universe, which was really huge, and I was a big old pirate BB.
Yeah, so we combined our
Yeah,
forces, and
Stargate
that's how me and him
128.
actually met, was
Yep.
through the BBSs.
Yep.
We started the BBS days, so.
Yeah, man, we're old.
All right, yeah, we
Going back to the magazine for a minute, I was sort of thinking. It takes me a while to ramp up a little.
Yeah.
So you've ordered and you've missed the print
Yes.
of whatever episode. But you've signed up. Can you get the?
We've got back issues on Game Gabble, but they sell out. Like right now, number one is gone, and I've heard that number one has sold for up to $60.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
do you get
somebody in
access?
Nintendo Age, I guess I was told somebody over there phony went up for $60, and somebody paid for it. I was
Nice.
like, are you kidding me?
Do you get access to the digital version though?
Like I said, the digital versions, I think, right now, here's the deal. If you subscribe today for the digital version, it's going to start with the same issue the print people are, because that's how the subscription program works. Now, we do want to have a system where you can go in and just pay and get a back issue digitally.
Oh, okay.
We just don't have it set up yet. And honestly,
okay.
we may just decide to give them away, after 3 or 4 months, after they're that old. So
Larry's
we're
gonna try
still-
and print them out and make fake
Yeah.
ones. I can already tell.
No, I'm interested in
You can buy number one or
the
number
RPG one, but I'm gonna.
Not if you buy it right now.
Yeah,
that's-
serious, dude.
Get it.
I literally just signed up as we were talking to him. You can whip out your computer right now.
I got a really busy evening plan.
You got the code. You got the codes.
You're probably fine.
That's right.
But
I
I
heart.
have back issues up for sale on Game Gabble. It's
Right.
this cover price plus. The thing is, it's like $3 shipping. So it's cheaper in the long run just to get the $25 subscription and get all 6 of them. Because when we ship them from our printer, they ship so much it's like 50 cents. Bulk rate shipping versus $3 for me. So you're gonna pay $6.99. You're gonna pay $10 for one issue delivered.
If you
So
go
for
back.
25, you may as well
Yeah.
go for the whole sheet match.
So, Mike, I'm gonna give you one more time. Repeat the code to get that really good discount on your magazine.
Try either of these codes: Long Live Retro or I Heart HEART Retro.
All right.
All run together, all one word. If you go to that subscription page, readretro.com/subscription, you'll click on option 1, and that'll take you to our main subscription page, and you'll see a
Promo
field-
code here. Yeah.
Yeah, for the promo code.
Yeah, which I didn't enter, by the way, because I didn't know the code before I started subscribing. So,
Hey, I'll tell you what.
no.
I will send you.
No.
Do you have issue number 2 yet?
I do not have issue 2 yet.
How about I send you issue number 2 free of charge?
I will take that, actually. So, look for the subscription for Tom Dunn.
You got to email me your address, though.
All right, I will email you my
Email me
address.
your address.
All right, and I will get episode 2 as my promo code, because that works
Yeah.
fine by me.
Yeah.
Did you
Instead of ripping up mine.
Yeah, instead of doing more damage to his.
since you did make it to the Midwest Gaming Classic, did you know that your magazine made it to the black box?
Of awesomeness.
The black box.
I think
of
you do,
awesomeness?
don't you?
No, what is that?
We had an amazing prize this year, and your magazine was part of our prize package.
Oh, like a
Yeah, it must have been one of your promo people.
Oh, okay. Well,
They actually
Martin
gave us a
probably
copy.
got it in there or something. Okay, it's probably Martin.
Well, Martin handed it to us, but somebody else lined that up with Martin.
Yes, and
He knew we were
Oh, really?
coming.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
So-
well.
that was part of our amazing prize package this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, what we do is every year for the Midwest Gaming Classic, we have like a game giveaway. We just pack up a bunch of new stuff.
I mean,
Retro
amazing
stuff, though.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
We just find a little bit of everything. It's new.
Yeah.
No, it's
That
actually
candy
new.
was new.
It was new. I would not. By the way, if you're out there, dog, don't eat the
Dog, do not
Pac-Man
eat the
bubble
candy,
gum.
dude.
Don't eat the Pac-Man bubble gum. It'll give you cancer.
It's like 20-year-old bubble gum.
It's really.
It was new though.
It's new.
It's
new. but
It's
like
in
20
the
years
box,
old new.
but yeah, that stuff is like older than these guys. Oh man.
All right,
Anyway.
so Rob, on that happy
PBR
note.
time. Everybody take a drink of PBR.
Yay!
Yay.
Oh, damn it. I got red stripes still.
Oh, you
All right,
bastard.
Yeah, you guys have really slowed the drinking down since we started. I'm a little disappointed. in
Sorry
this.
about that.
I did have 2 gin and
Well,
tonics.
you
so
just-
I was rolling.
wait a minute. Move.
I'm empty too, though.
No, look behind him. Wait a minute. Oh, you
That's a
can't
kill-
see it, but the audience can see.
Yeah,
it.
there's a kill count here.
We got a whole bunch of empties going back here. We're not slowing down.
We can get distracted by geeky goodness though.
Yeah,
so.
you have distracted us with geeky goodness.
All right, that's what I thought. That's good, I guess.
So, all right, Rob. So take us out.
Yeah, I am going to take us out. Thank you very much for coming on the show. We really enjoyed having you on. Remember, go to www.readretro.com. Come visit us at www.guysgamesandbeer.com and check us out on Facebook because we're there all the time. www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer.
And you want to check us out there because we give away a lot of free crap.
We
okay?
do. We
all
give away
the time.
free stuff
Why
all
did you
the
ever give me
time.
your code for that stuff?
Because you're on the show, you don't get to have the free
No.
crap.
No, he
Fred.
wants it for the stream. All right, you know what? We'll even give out a code on the stream next week.
All right, so watch Twitch next week, our Twitch account, because we will be giving away a free game on Twitch next week.
Thanks for watching Guys, Games, and Beer, or listening, which most of you do. We wonder why you do.
Oh, God, we do. All right, and wait, say thank you to our guest one more time.
Oh, thank you again for coming on.
It's been an
Hey,
absolute
guys,
pleasure
thanks for
this
having me.
evening.
This is, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Let's do it again.
Yeah, heck yeah, we're in.
All right,
Okay, hold on.
and we are out.